I know y'all are like, where have you been? It's been like, what, 2 or 3 months since my last video that I posted on my channel. And you know what? I think y'all need to hold me accountable because I'm always like, I'm going to come back and do something weekly. And I have some ideas up my sleeve, some content and stuff like that I'm holding on to. So I promise that I'll do better. If this is your first time to my channel, I'm Jasmine and I am a lupus advocate in my community. I was diagnosed with lupus in September of 2015. So my channel is just dedicated to lupus awareness and things that I go through, things that other lupus patients go through, and just like talking about, our real life stuff. So I have a few things to chit chat about today. So today will be a little bit of a get ready with me chit chat. I've been wanting to get some headshots made. So I think I'm going to try to do my own like at home headshots. So that's why I have this cute little dress on and headband wig. And so I'm going to do my makeup and just chit chat with you guys and then try to see if I can get some cute pictures. Because I just need like a little more like professional type pictures for like my social medias and when I'm sending out emails and attaching like things to like my portfolio and stuff like that. So I am going to try to get some pictures made. So speaking of like these headshots, I have been having obviously a few things on my mind to talk about, giving the whole Will and Jada situation, the hair loss situation, and this and that. But that poses the whole thing, where have I been? So I have actually been missing for like 3 weeks, almost a month, because I had bronchitis. I woke up one day just like feeling all congested and stuffy and tonsils and lymph nodes feeling like they were all swollen. So like maybe like a day or two, I just felt like I'll try to figure it out myself. And then by that third day, I noticed that I had like pink eye, but not the normal pink eye where it's just a little pink. I had like gunk in my eyes. So I went to my primary doctor and he just said I had like a sinus infection, gave me antibiotics and sent me on my way. So it was like 5 tablets of antibiotics. I felt better for literally like 2 days. And then that third day after I finished the medicine, I was like sick again, y'all. So I called him and then he sent me, I think it was like a steroid pack or something like that. I went through all of that, still wasn't feeling better. I went to urgent care. They put me on some other like stronger antibiotics. Y'all, I still wasn't feeling better. I went to the emergency room. Then they did a chest x-ray because I just wanted to make sure I didn't have like pneumonia given my, history with interstitial lung disease and all of that. So yeah. I did all of that. Thankfully, my lungs were clear. When I did the chest x-ray, no pneumonia or anything like that. But we're still like, what's going on? Why am I not feeling better? This was like at week 3. Mind you, I still was like waking up with gunk in my eyes and like stuff like that, congested, mucus, like the whole 9 yards. So finally, he put me on like much higher steroids and put me back on like an antibiotic as well. So now this is literally like a whole month. Today is like a month later and I'm finally feeling better. But now I'm kind of going through the steroid withdrawals. If you're not familiar, when you're on high steroids, when you come off of them, it's literally like a drug addict, like how they feel like they have withdrawals from their drugs. So at this moment, my head's pounding, I'm feeling dizzy. I'm trying to do the best I can, but I really wanted to just get on here and do a chit chat with you guys. So here I am. So first and foremost, I have already put on the e.l.f. primer and I always mix up with the baby skin. So I let that soak in while I'm doing my eyebrows, which you guys know my eyebrows are a struggle. I need them microbladed or micro shaded, whatever it's called. So we'll work on that. We'll get that done. But in the meantime, I have the struggle brows. It is what it is. So first of all, you guys know that I'm about as blind as a bat. So I'd love to be able to just do my makeup in the camera, but that absolutely is not even an option because Miss Girl is blind. But I'm going to put a little under eye under here because Miss Girl be a little dark-eyed under here, honey. It's been a stressful life, stressful few years. So that's definitely showing. But you guys, naturally, you know that I've had some input about the whole controversy that's been going on with Miss Will and Mr. Jada Smith. The whole Oscars fiasco. Not me making up a whole word talking about a fiasco. The whole Oscars fiasco. So, of course, naturally, you know, people know that I've gone through hair loss and, you know, like people with alopecia and cancer and other autoimmune diseases where it affects, you know, your hair. There's just so much that I could go into. But one thing that has been bothering me that I've been seeing, because I'm not going into like the personal stuff and their marriage and all of that, because honestly, that's so irrelevant to the situation at hand. Hold on, guys. I got to find my... That's so irrelevant to the situation at hand. But what I do know as somebody that has struggled with hair loss is that it's a very sensitive thing. And no matter what someone else's opinion is about it, they just shouldn't be able to tell someone, you know, how they should feel about something like that they've been through. So unless, you know, you struggle with hair loss yourself, I don't really know why people are giving like this opinion about, oh, well, I didn't know, which I didn't know either. Although, you know, I have my autoimmune issues and I usually follow, you know, stuff like that. I didn't know either. If I did know, it's probably something I forgot about. But that still doesn't invalidate her experience just because you didn't know that she had alopecia. So for people to be like, well, I didn't know. She's been bald-headed my whole life anyways, like blah, 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 blah. That's crazy. I don't see what that has to do with anything. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I don't know. I feel like whether you knew she had alopecia or not, it doesn't invalidate like her experience with the trauma or the hurt or anything like that. And, you know, for those saying that they just didn't think it was that serious, I mean, you just never know what the behind the scenes scenario was. Like, I know personally there have been moments where I had to, you know, get dressed for something or go out and look cute. Like, for example, my best friend, she got married in 2016. And obviously that was like a few months after I was diagnosed with lupus and lost my hair and stuff. So that would have been like the first time I wore a wig and had to go through like that whole situation. And I was so nervous that I was going to be walking down the aisle and my wig was just going to be flat on the floor. Like, you know what I mean? So, I mean, there are just so many things that could have taken place behind the scenes that we were just not aware of. She could have felt like her hair just didn't really complement like her dress or something and really had a moment before they left. Like, I'm just making up this scenario in my head, but it just goes to show you just never know. So, you know, other people and their opinions is just so irrelevant to the situation at hand, to be honest. So speaking of, you know, hair and hair loss and stuff like that, what set me back from doing this video a little sooner was that I was trying to find a cute headband wig, because y'all know that's my go-to right now. You know, to go with like this dress. So I found these on Amazon and they're super cute. Hold on, I'll show you the other one. It's like a pack. So it came with all 4 of these. Are these not cute? The cutest. So I plan on wearing these out. Whatever, y'all can talk about me. If you want to, I will be wearing those everywhere. Probably in every picture, every reel, or every TikTok that you see, I will be wearing those, okay? But they're super cute. So those are from Amazon. I guess I can do a link. I'll do a link. So I didn't tell you what I was using. So for the under eye, the bags under the eye, and my concealer under the eye, I just used the Pro Conceal. You can get these from your neighborhood hair store, okay? $3.99 from your neighborhood hair store, and it works like a charm. So next I'm gonna go in with this MAC Studio Fix foundation stick. This is an NC37, and I just like to use this kind of like as a little foundation, just like as a little pick-me-up. I don't do like full coverage with this, but I just like to get under like my discolored spots and stuff like that, just to give me a little pick-me-up. So we do that with her. And I got this on sale. I was like browsing around the Millennium Mall one day, and they were having a good like 20% off at MAC. And I picked that up. So I always like to go in with my Morphe setting spray, and I need some more actually. And one thing about me, I'm not like stuck on one brand. I honestly like to go for whatever I find on sale at the moment, and I just make use of it. And I'm honestly never pick up a product and I'm like, okay, that was disastrous, or I didn't care for that, or like whatever. The only thing I will say is the only product that I've come across where I didn't feel like it was really worth the buzz was the NARS concealer. Like, it was okay, but it wasn't anything that I had to like write home to mom about or anything like that. It was just as good as like any other drugstore product or products that I've used. So that's just my thoughts. Now, as far as my foundation, I love me some Born This Way. It is so silky. It is so smooth. I have tried like everything. What have I tried? Fenty. I've tried Fenty. Fenty was nice. I don't think that it gave me like the luxurious finish that Born This Way does. But you know, it's Black owned, so I had to give it a try and had to support. MAC. I used to be a MAC girl through and through, but MAC be a little too orange sometimes. It gives me that orange or like clay colored undertone. And for the winter and spring and stuff like that, it's just way too dark for my color. And I feel like when I go in, I'm never really matched appropriately. So I just gave up on MAC as well, other than the foundation stick. So maybe I can conclude that I can use the foundation stick as like a minimum coverage and not necessarily a liquid foundation, because Born This Way it just seeps into my skin, and I have huge pores. So one thing I have to worry about is just how foundation shows up on my skin, guys. Ugh. Yeah. So back to what we were talking about. Guys, I don't want to have to tell y'all this, but you guys know that I talk about a lot what has helped me kind of deal with or maintain and manage my symptoms of like fatigue and going on like a low inflammatory diet and stuff like that. Well, let me just tell you what my dilemma has been through the 3 years that I've been pescatarian. My dilemma has been eating or like finding something to eat like while I'm traveling or just like in these uncertain situations or like in, you know. So what a lot of times I find that I'm doing is not eating, or like if I don't go grocery shopping for the week or something in a few days, I don't have any of the breakfast that I usually make, which is mostly like avocado toast or like oatmeal or like something like that. Something on the healthier side. And I won't have like the groceries to make that. So I'll eat like a handful of pretzels or a handful of chips or something like that. Or it's lunchtime and I don't really have anything prepared to eat for lunch. Then I'll just eat one, I'll like not eat, or I'll just eat something that's just random and not good for me at all. So I had kind of been going back and forth with the idea. In just a second, let me try to figure out what I'm trying to get next. I've been going back and forth with the idea of incorporating like chicken and turkey and stuff like that. So maybe be like turkey sausage or turkey bacon for breakfast. And then if I want to do like turkey sandwiches or chicken salads or stuff like that for lunch, incorporating that back into my diet so that I'm not eating like so unhealthy. Because also, for example, if I'll be traveling, I'll just eat like French fries and a sweet tea because I know that that'll fill me up. And that's not any healthier than just eating like a healthier alternative that happens to be some kind of meat protein. So, this weekend, was it this weekend or last weekend? This weekend, me and my sister and my grandma, we were just having like a little day date. And y'all, we went to Juanita and got mangonadas. And I got some street corn. I got some chicken tacos. And they were so good. I don't have no regrets. It was good. And I felt okay afterwards. I was like a little sick, but I think that I've been sick because of the steroids. But I think that I can just like minimally incorporate chicken into my diet and just see how it goes. I feel like if my blood work comes back where it's not, where, you know, obviously it's affected it in a bad way, then I'll stop. But I just thought I'd tell you guys. So my 3-year streak of being a pescatarian, I failed it, y'all. I failed it. But I'm gonna go in because I feel like I'm talking. I'm gonna go in with this Too Faced and just bronze up my cheeks a little bit. I want to be like a little professional, which I had some headshots done a while back, which the pictures look good, but my makeup was like a little too harsh. So I think I just want to do just a little bit on the cheeks and see how far that gets me. Just a little bronze, guys. But yeah, so I'm not like down on myself about, you know, eating like the chicken and stuff again. I think that if it's healthier for me to incorporate a minimal amount, and I'll probably still like be pescatarian to an extent. Like last night, I went and got like a rice bowl and I didn't get meat on it or anything like that. So I'm not like going crazy about it. But I think that if I'm in a situation where I have to make a decision, whether it's healthier to just not eat or like eat a healthier choice, then I'll pick something that just happens to include chicken or turkey. So we'll see how that goes, which is not a huge deal, but you guys know that I'm kind of like, my personality is anal in general, and I'm like a Capricorn. So we're very like hard on ourselves when we feel like we failed at something. So I think more than anything, I felt like it was kind of like, oh, I'm gonna like fail at my goal of being a pescatarian. But I'm over that. I just want to live a healthy lifestyle and incorporate a healthy diet. And that's all that matters. Y'all, I'm so proud of myself because I'm being like so minimal with my makeup. That's another thing. I feel like I'm trying to really like find my makeup style. I used to be all about wanting to look like a drag queen just because I like, you know, I like that look. I like to look extra and glam and, you know, regal. But I think in some instances it's okay to tone it down. Or maybe in a lot of instances it's okay to tone it down. So I am gonna go in now with my Naked concealer, which the Naked concealer is another concealer, which I'm like, it was like all of this hoorah and upla, and it's okay. Guys, don't ever feel like it. Like, if you're someone who's watching this and you're just getting into makeup, don't ever feel like you can't get into makeup because you can't afford like all of this expensive stuff. Like, still to this day, I've never used the NARS foundation. I've never used like the Clinique foundation, all of like that expensive stuff. I still have never used it because I feel like I'm happy with the results of like MAC and Too Faced and stuff like that. So I've never felt like I was like obligated to spend on all of these expensive department store makeups. So take what you want with that bit of information. So what I like to do is kind of spritz it a little bit because I like more of a wet and dewy look. So I like to spritz it a little bit. And y'all, I'm not like the best at baking and stuff. I'm not in favor of like the whole like white appeal. I like for it to gleam like a little bit, but not a lot. You know what I mean? You know how sometimes the feedback or the picture will be like way too white under the eye? I'm not into that. I'm not that girl. Not that girl, guys. So I'm just going to use some Airspun. I go in with Airspun and just bake that a little bit. So I'm going with this, and I'm still learning all this stuff myself. So I'm going to go in with that. And what I see is that they put it on this little wedgie part and just go in and just cut that. We'll see how that turns out. Okay, whatever. We'll see how that works out. Listen, I never said I was a professional. I just know how to pick myself up. Okay, a girl knows how to pick herself up from looking dead. So we'll give that a try. But in the meantime, you know what else I wanted to talk about? Just like body positivity and just body image. And I guess the reason why that's on my mind is because I came across this post by B. Simone. And she was just talking about how odd it is that people are just so comfortable with giving their opinions about her body, like her body shape, her body type, and things like this, and just like pretty much advising or suggesting that she gets her body done. And I think that that's so odd because if she did, like, say she were to get a BBL and get her body done, those same people would have so much to say about her. They would talk about her having a BBL body. So it's like, I don't know. These days, I just don't think there's a way to make people happy when it comes to your body. And I don't know, it just kind of bothers me because I see people are just so cruel on their internet. And another person who just hits me deep is how bad they talk about Chloe, which I do personally. I feel like Chloe has lost too much weight. I think that she's gotten so like obsessed with the idea of fitness being like her comeback to being like this pretty girl compared to her older siblings and stuff like that. And I think that she just has like that obsessive compulsive like gym girl attitude or whatever, which I think is an issue. And I think that what a lot of people don't understand is that it could affect your health, you know, in a really, really bad way. Like some people have strokes and heart issues and stuff like that. So I think those are things that she hasn't considered, but I hope that someone will sit down with her and just be like, okay, sis, like enough is enough. But that's just my opinion. But I feel for her because Chloe and I are literally the same height. We're 5'10". People talk about how long her hands are, how long her feet appear, and I'm like always like, oh, my hands and feet are literally like the same size. Like it hits a spot. And I just think about how, like, in my personal life, I felt kind of scared to even, like, I don't post. You guys know I don't even post anything from, you know, waist down or anything. I don't take like full body pictures. One, because of my muscle dystrophy, which I've literally lost like all of the muscle and all of the fat from waist down. So my legs are like this big. They just look weird in pictures. And I'm just kind of shaped odd. My stomach's a little bigger than my butt. And you know, it just is what it is. Like do I wish that I could get a BBL? Yes, 100%. But there's not a doctor under the sun that's going to perform that type of surgery on me. So there's nothing I can do. But I feel like my attitude has set me back almost, because I look at how successful like some social media influencers are, and you know, lifestyle bloggers and stuff like that. And I mean, I ain't trying to be funny, but they ain't no prettier than I am or anything like that. But I just don't have like the confidence to do that stuff, because I feel like people are gonna talk about the way clothes fit my body, or like, you know, stuff like that. So I just don't take pictures. Like I just don't. So I don't know, guys. Let me know how you feel about that stuff, about, you know, body image and body positivity, and just like feeling confident about yourself and all that good stuff. Cause I need some suggestions. This is a free space. So, you know, I want to help others. I feel like other girls are probably like feeling like that too. So we're in this together, guys, because I feel the same way. I'm like insecure about my little odd shape. So, yeah. Okay. So I think that I'm just going to like bronze myself up a little bit. And I don't even know what this bronzer is from. You know what this is? What? I cannot think of what that brand is called from Milani. This is Milani. It's a bronzer that I got like years ago, probably when I was first started doing makeup. So I'm just gonna bronze myself up just a little bit more right there. And again, I just want to do a minimal look. I'm literally going to just do my headshots and probably do a few TikToks. And that's it, guys. I really don't even want to put on eyelashes, but I guess I will, just to make my look come together. Okay, just a nice little fresh glowy look. And the eyes. Are the eyes like windows to the soul, is what I've heard. So let me prime my eyes up and I'll be right back. So again, I always talk about like cost efficient items and tools and stuff like this. I got this Nikita Dragon like Morphe eyeshadow thing, and it went on sale around that time when he was trying to like say all this controversy stuff about did he say something about how Black women find inspiration from like transgender women or something like that, which, you know, both are awesome. But I just think that Black women are the blueprint. I don't think that trans Black women are the blueprint. I think that Black women in general are, you know, what's imitated. But that's just my opinion. So with all that being said, after he dropped those little jewels, all of his stuff went on discount. So I got that from Ulta when that went on sale, and I love it. The eyeshadow brushes and tools and stuff like that are really, really nice. So I would recommend that. And I'm just gonna put, I think this is like a blush color. And this is from an old Too Faced eyeshadow palette I got for like Christmas. I think my best friend bought this for me like years ago, and it's still holding itself down. So this is a color called Love Actually. You see it's kind of like a blush and lilac color together, which y'all know those are my two favorite colors. Those are like my brand colors. I absolutely love those colors. And I'm not going to do too much, y'all. I'm just going to do a little something. Just a little bit of something, something. Just a little pick-me-up. Nothing too much. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I put my lashes on, but I think the lashes are a little too much if I'm trying to do like some professional headshots. So I'm not sure about the lashes. We'll see. I'm gonna go in with a little Kylie Cosmetics pencil liner, which I don't like liner like that much. I feel like I can never get it to blend perfectly, but I just put a little bit on the outer corners. We'll see how it comes out today. And this little gloss is from Bare Minerals. I think I got it from Marshall's, but it's kind of like a little pink hue. I'm not exactly sure what the color is called. I just blend that like a little bit. Oh, this is called Missy Face by Bare Minerals, and I got that from like Marshall's. And then I got these from Morphe, and I had been looking around for like a glitter gloss for a really long time, and I saw that these were on sale, and this has been a while back. But in my opinion, I don't never see the glitter, but it is a pretty little misty pink gloss, but I ain't seen no glitter in it, y'all. But if you want to check it out, this is Morphe lip gloss in Froze. So I think that's gonna be my final look, and I always save my blush and highlighter for last. And I have been using the same blush brush since day one, y'all. I think this is by Bare Techniques or something like that. I have been using this same brush for years. Now, always, to get the perfect pigment, I just spray it with a little setting spray. And the same goes for my highlighter brush. Just spray it with a little setting spray. This is from Tarte. I really just got this because the packaging was really pretty. But this is a blush palette from Tarte. And I'm gonna go in with Breathtaking. Let me do Breathtaking. And just a little bit, because sometimes I get a little, I be doing too much with the blush sometimes. So I'm gonna do the least. Minimal. I have to remind myself, minimal. And I also love to go on the nose a little bit. It gives you like that, oh, cough, cough, I have a fever glow. So I always go in on the nose a little bit too. Okay, so what do y'all think? Y'all think that's too much, or is just enough? And last but not least, for my highlighter, this is Morphe, and I got this on sale a few months back as well. I think the sale was like in November, and they had like a 40% off sale online. I got a lot of stuff. That's where I got the eyeshadow brushes, That's where I got the lip glosses. I got 2 of these highlighters, and I think like something else. So this is in Get Lit. No, oh, this is a high impact highlighter in the color Spark, or in the hue Spark. So I'm going to do this in my, so this is really pigmented, y'all. Oh, see, that's too much. It's giving too much. It's giving a little too much. Yeah. So I think it's a perfect little, you know, just to give yourself like a little touch of something. Always on the tip of the nose. And I love to highlight my booty chin, y'all. So always on the booty chin as well. Okay. So I'm coming together and coming to farm. And the wig, of course, is from, I ordered online Diva Tress. And just a second, let me get the brand. So this is a sensational instant weave. Again, I shop online at divatress.com or shopdivatress.com. They also have an Instagram page. So it's a half wig, and this is the style Braylon in the color 2. So Braylon 2. So I will put that in the description as well. But guys, wish me luck. So I'm going to just do like some headshots. I'm just probably gonna just do them against the wall, and hopefully it goes well. I'll post some pictures, so stay tuned, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, I'm obviously gonna edit this clip in, but I was literally looking back at the videos and I was like, my eyelashes looked terrible on this eye. So I don't know if my eye is still like swollen from me having pink eye, because look how it looks underneath, y'all, or what, but this lash was terrible. So I'm obviously going to add this clip in so that at the end of the video y'all are not like talking about me like, oh my god girl, that looks a hot mess. So yeah, I'm taking these off and I'll see if I have another pair. Okay, but I'll see you guys next time.